Hi guys, my name is Tokyo James and I am a creative director and the creative director of Tokyo James. This module is important for businesses. So to have a competitive advantage is important for businesses because it's your USP. It's what differentiates you from the rest. Once you're able to harness and know that, then it helps a business go a long way in order for it to thrive within the market space. Now, some business challenges that this module solves is identification. It takes you through a process of identification to all the way down to finding solutions for you as a business in order for you to thrive in whichever space or market that you're actually operating in. So it's very important to know that. So it's one thing to start a business, but it's another thing for you to know how to navigate those waters in different difficult times. Like for instance, right now where the world is currently going through a pandemic, how do you navigate those waters and how do you stay competitive and also unique within such situations? So it's very important. Who should take this model and why? Everyone, basically. Reason being, I am a strong believer if you are not learning, if we stop learning, that's when you die. As a business, in order to evolve, you're constantly going to have to evolve with the times and understand what's going on in your environment in order to keep competitive. Good example I would give is what's happening currently within the world of fashion, and the BLM, Black Lives Movement that is happening all around the world. Brands have dropped the ball on certain things, and right now they're paying the price for it because people are being called out for their negligence. People are being called out for different practices within the workplaces, and it's very important as a brand that you actually need to be able to, as they say, gauge the temperature in the room. It's very important. So if you're not able to gauge the temperature and know what's happening, not just in your business, but in the environment as a whole, then there are issues. So everyone should take this module. What is a profound lesson to be learnt within this module? According to me, I would say humility. Humility, because if you're humble, you absorb more. Just having that knowledge, just having that energy or zest to learn and not thinking that you're always right is quite important. My thoughts on digital literacy within entrepreneurship, it's everything. I find you understanding the digital world as a competitive advantage on its own, because it's almost a level playing field. I wouldn't say totally a level playing field, but it's almost a level playing field for most businesses. It gives you the reach, and it does one thing that bricks and mortars, or how would I put it, that hasn't been seen in many generations or many years. It puts the power back to the consumer. So you can immediately get feedback on how good something is, like that, compared to how would I put it, compared to having to wait over a long period of time to get data. So you can put a product out there right now and you can gauge the temperature from people if this is something that's going to move or if this is something that is not. And it's a very important thing, because you know what, it started from millennials. We have millennials, Generation Z and Generation We. They are especially Generation Z, they don't know a world without the internet. They don't know a world without mobile phones, data. They don't know a world without that. Millennials, some millennials do. We know a world without, because I'm a millennial, we know a world where there was still dial-up. But understanding that, and Generation We, that's a whole new generation of or they live their lives are actually online. So understanding that is giving you a competitive advantage for the future. It's very important.